share. Okay, fantastic. So ladies, we're going to get kicked off. It is 8:03 Central Standard Time in Texas. My name is Tori Cuevas, Senior Executive Director of Influence, and I'm so excited that you guys are joining me tonight. This is what we always do on the first and third Monday of every month. We gather the tribe for a tribe talk. And we just come together for reminders, come together for any specific training or anything that needs to be addressed. You guys, I love that this is an open forum, so you guys can always ask me questions at the end. Tonight, Heather Sampson is not able to join us, which I am excited about. You know why? Because her mother and father are in town for spring break from Alaska. And, you know, she is always committed to being here. And I said, girlfriend, take the night off. I want you to spend time with your mom because she literally sees her once a year. And I said, do not worry about plugging in tonight. I've got it. Besides the fact that I have, I've been thinking and stirring all day about what I wanted to share. So I was like, go enjoy your family. And I love that this is how this business is run, is that it is run on your own time, right? And so these things always, you know, team gatherings should always be a priority, except for it's not a priority if it means sacrificing family time, AKA your mom comes in once a year. And I said, don't worry about plugging in tonight. You need to go spend time with your mom. I've got this. And you know why? Because next week I'm not going to be able to plug in. I will be out of town celebrating my husband's 42nd birthday. And she knows that I'm not going to be able to be here and present. And I love having that partnership. And so that's kind of, I'll kick it off there. I was going to share that as you guys start building your business and start, just grinding this thing out. I cannot tell you how amazing it is to have a partner in crime with you to do this with. And so if you have not yet found that partner, please do your due diligence of having conversations with your BFFs saying that, hey, I don't want to do this without you. You know, Heather and I have known each other for 9 years, and we knew that we were never going to take a step in the direction of our better future without the other person. And I love that we have been business partners for 9 years, and we can pick up when needed, when the other person has an obligation or something else to fulfill, and that should be their priority. There's another person to say, hey, you don't worry about that. And that is such freedom in building this business. And I know Heather is not the only person that I have and can depend on. We have now developed an the most amazing group of leaders that would do the same thing if needed. So I encourage you, as you guys are starting to build your business, make sure that you find your inner circle, that you have talked to your BFF, one that you know is going to have your back when you need someone to step up to the plate. And that is the most amazing gift. So Heather, when you watch this replay, I hope that you had the most amazing time with your parents tonight. You so deserve it. So a couple of housekeeping things before we get into some training, and then maybe some Q&A afterwards if we have time. I'm going to try to, you guys know that I can be long-winded, especially when I have a stirring. And let me tell you, I have a stirring tonight. So let's get through these reminders / housekeeping. Keep in mind, we are halfway through the month. Happy March 15th, everybody. You guys, we have the incentive, Who's Feeling Lucky, out right now, and that is an incentive in regards to personal sales. It starts at the 600 benchmark, which is the minimum to maximize Tori Belle's compensation plan as you are building your business. But I never like to encourage a minimal mindset. However, I do want to encourage you to go into the events in our team page to be able to look at those benchmarks. I know it's 600, 1,000, and then 1,500, which all enter you into different levels of incentives that we are giving away. And so please make sure that you go there and check that out. We are halfway through the month. I don't know if you are on track or if you need to start hustling your heinies, but make sure that you keep that prize in front of yourself. Let's see, Destiny, happy birthday. Oh, I'm so excited. Yes, you are joining an amazing Boss Babe business group. I can tell you that. And yes, Mona, you have an amazing business partner with your sister, Holly, and I know that it is so amazing to do business with your sister. I have my sister building this beside me, and it is incredible. You guys are amazing. So I know exactly what you mean. Okay, let's talk about another thing. Alyssa's on here, by the way, Destiny. So give a shout out to the person that shared this with you. So one thing that I wanted to talk about is boosting. Okay, ladies, this is where we might need a little Tori spanking right now. And that simply means that I am bringing a topic to the table that we need a little bit of a reminder. And the boosting thread, whether you're in the boosting chat or whether you are utilizing the boosting thread in this team page, please understand the importance. You know, if you're brand new, you guys have to understand the importance of following the system. Okay, boosting is just to beat the algorithms, because Facebook can be a little tricky to navigate, especially when it comes to exposing and building your brand. They are, yes, I'm recording. Thank you for reminding me, girlfriend, whoever the iPhone is. But boosting is so important. It's part of our system. And, you know, if you're new, please follow that system. Copy your link, put it in the boosting thread, or put it in the magnetic appeal boosting chat. If you're not in there, you can message me. My inbox is always open, or message your leader to get put in there. We never like to overwhelm anybody, so we don't automatically add you guys to 5 groups and 5 chats, because I know that can feel overwhelming, especially if you have a busy schedule. But I know when you're hungry, you're looking to be fed. So you want it all, right? You're like, give me the dang buffet. And you want to be part of every single chat. You want to be part of every single group. And everybody is entitled, because you're the CEO of your own business. So you get to decide how plugged in and how much information you receive on a daily basis, because it's a lot. There is a never-ending amount of information and training at your fingertips, ladies. Amy Thompson, I'm just going to shout you out right now. You popped up on the screen. You freaking look like a gorgeous queen tonight. Okay, I just had to shout you out. Sorry, girlfriend. All right, so Melissa Lopez, I hope that you're not telling me that I froze. I have not froze, right? Because I'm home. No, shake your head no. Okay, perfect. Thank you. So when it comes to boosting, I'm talking to the new person. I'm also talking to the veteran, because sometimes veterans tend to think, oh my gosh, I've been part of this for 6 months. I've been part of this for a year now. You know, nobody has been part of this longer than 16 months, not even 16 months, because Heather and I were the first to say yes, and our 16-month anniversary, it will be on the 26th of March. So nobody has been here longer than 16 months. But veterans, you cannot take the mindset of, I just, I'm not going to copy my link. I'm not going to get it boosted anymore because I've been doing this long enough. I'm sure it doesn't even matter. That is a horrible mindset to take. The reason you boost is to get your post trending, okay? And your posts always have to trend. So, whether you're brand new, you have to understand the importance, and whether you're a veteran, you also have to understand the importance, and whether you're tribe, magnetic attraction, magnetic appeal, we are a team, so we want to celebrate and support one another. So that is why it is so important that not only do you ask your post to be boosted, but you are also participating in the boosting. Quick reminder, it is 4 words. You can add some emojis in there, but if you just say a 1-word comment, it's not even going to count as being boosted. And I want to make sure that you guys are doing it the correct way, that you're not wasting this opportunity to help your sideline sister, to help your team member, and to help yourself. One other thing that I want to talk about tonight in regards to social media presence, social media posting, is that sometimes we see other leaders or other women in Tori Belle create the most amazing content on their page, right? And it's like, holy cow, I don't know what she did to think of that, but that is golden and I am going to use it. So copying is the greatest compliment, right? As we always create content that can be shared, but here's the reality. Facebook catches us, and it's going to be, if you just simply copy and paste somebody else's post and act as if it was your own with the same picture or whatever, Facebook is like, oh, this kind of looks a little spammy, and they will catch you, ladies, and then both posts will become hidden. Neither one will actually get the proper exposure, especially when a post is continued to be copy and pasted because we loved what maybe that leader posted for that day. Here's what I want to encourage you to do. If you have to post it that same day, you need to go in and change some wording and make it your own, okay? Switch up some wording so it's not the exact post, because Facebook will catch it and then they will hide it. I would encourage you personally to take that post, copy it. You can still make some word changes and put it in your notes and put it in your treasure trove of post that will come later. Okay, so maybe you don't post it on the same exact day. Maybe if you saw a post that you fell in love with on a Sunday, you might recreate that post on a Tuesday. So you're still getting additional content, but you're not doing a disservice for somebody else's post that they spent time to create and get boosted. We don't take that opportunity away from a sideline sister. And so I just want to make sure that you guys understand the boosting algorithm and the boosting, I'm looking for a word. Okay, I can't think of the word. Etiquette, the boosting etiquette, that we want to make sure that we're not completely janking somebody else's post and keeping that post from being seen on our sideline sisters wall. So if you are still new, thank you for sharing this. All of this is in the guides, first and foremost. So everything that we train is in the guides in the team page. And if you still need additional guidance, please, I beg you to reach out to your mentor and ask questions. Ladies, you have got to understand is that you can never have a mindset of, I don't want to bother you. Okay, this is, hey, somebody is bringing you into this business, and they are committed to helping you succeed. So it's not a bother when you ask them a question. I promise you, if I ask every single leader on here tonight, how do you feel when team members message you and have questions? All of them would say, I freaking love it, because it means that you are dedicated and committed to building this business, and you are eager and you're hungry. So they want to help you, because sometimes there's just so many people to help that we don't know where to spend our time. And I will 100% tell you that we spend our time with the people that are communicating with us first and foremost. Because we know that they're hungry, we know that they are partnered, we know that they are invested, and it doesn't matter where you fall within the organization, within your leader's lineage, okay? Because that is not the culture of this community, this team in particular, and it's not the culture of Tori Belle. We literally are committed to helping everybody succeed here. So I want to eliminate any type of mindset of, oh, I don't want to bother you. No, that's actually just an excuse that you're telling yourself that you don't have to reach out. Okay, think about that. So yes, I'm keeping up with the chats as I am sharing. Okay, so let's continue with the housekeeping. The copy and paste, got it. The incentive, talked about it. Let's talk about Cabo. We have 4 months left. Congratulations to every single team member that has already locked it in. I encourage you to keep pushing. 4 months left. I've already done the math to be able to hit free airfare. I've already locked in a trip for 2. So that is super exciting. Now I'm continuing to push for my airfare to be covered. So if you have a desire to walk the beaches with your team members, with your mentors, with this company, with meeting Sideline Sisters, you want to reach out to your mentor and say, help me get to Cabo. Okay, they can break it down for you. We have a 4-month track that we can tell you this is what you would have to do to get there. Okay, and this is not within anybody's or out of anybody's reach right now. Okay, despite the incentive having been launched since last June, last year, myself and probably 10 other people earned it in 3 months. Within 3 months, we had locked in our 3 to 6 months, because we went on that vacation to Cancun. We made it happen. All right. So I don't want anybody to think that this is off the table. Okay. If you want to sunbathe with us on the beaches of Cabo, it's time to hustle your heinies off, ladies. Reach out to your mentor and say, help me get on the beach with you. Okay. I want to encourage you to do that. Let's talk about conference. Yes. Okay. 5 months, ladies, or 5 months, 5 weeks. I'm so freaking excited. I don't know what I'm wearing yet. I might have to show up in my birthday suit. I'm just saying. But we have 5 weeks to get to conference in Orlando. Destiny, I'm sure that I'm going to be hugging your neck there, because you have 0 excuses. I'm just going to call you out like that. But the reality is 5 weeks to get to Orlando, ladies. I don't know if you guys have heard my story. I had the pleasure of sharing it 2 weeks ago on Bubble Talk with Mo. And I'm just going to give you a Cliff Notes version for those of you who might not have caught it. The impact that conference has had. My gosh, I have so much on my heart tonight. Okay, so the very first conference that I was invited to in 2012, it was 6 weeks away from when I first started my very first direct sales to when conference was. And I I didn't know what I didn't know, right? So you might be in those same shoes. And I told my sister, who was my mentor at the time, I can't attend. I'm not going to be able to go. And I'm so grateful for her boldness and her strength and the way that she spoke truth into me. And the truth was, if I wanted to build a business in that company, that conference was a non-negotiable. And she put it to me like this. It was, lawyers go to law school, doctors go to med school. If you want to have success in this business, you'll go to conference. And at the time I was dead broke. You guys, some of you guys know my story, some of you don't. But I was dead broke, needing a solution. I was completely stressed out financially. And I'm going to give you 3 reasons that I thought validated why I was not going. First and foremost, which was the most important to me, is that my babies turned 2 on the day that we had to leave for conference. I'm a mommy to girl boy twins. They're amazing. And I was like, I am going to be the most horrible mom on the face of the planet if I do not spend their 2nd birthday with them. Well, let me tell you guys, they could have cared less. They did not know it was their birthday. Let's just put it that way. Okay. But I thought that was a valid excuse or reason. Okay. Which all of these turn to excuses. The second one was, hey, I don't have any money. I'm dead broke, of which I was. And she's like, that's exactly why you need to go. Okay, drop the mic. I couldn't argue there. So I had to figure out a way to get my rear there. And which meant I had to hustle my hiney and sell product to be able to afford it. Okay. And the third, of which I definitely thought I could not get out from underneath, was I owned a competitive cheerleading gym, and we had choreography weekends pre-scheduled that we already let the teams know that this was your choreography weekend. So it was like almost carved in stone, right? Because so many other people were counting on me to be there. And the reality was, I canceled. Whenever my mother said, or my mother, well, she kind of acted like my mother. When my sister said, this is a non-negotiable, you have to be there. I know that you're broke. This is how you're going to change those circumstances. And she was so bold with me. I will never forget the conversation. And I thought I had legit every reason not to go, that I would not be able to attend, but I found a solution to every single one of them. And I kissed my babies on their 2nd birthday. I left them with the babysitter. We drove up to Fort Worth. There was a 4-hour drive. And within the first 30 minutes of being there, it had already become a life-changing experience for me. It's like listening to a song on the radio and then listening to the song played in person in concert. That was the difference. I loved both, but conference overwhelmed me. Being in concert overwhelms me. When I hear a singer play my favorite song, I get just all kinds of emotional. I can't even stand it, right? That's the impact that conference makes. And here's the reality. I know there's going to be some that will not be able to attend in person. And there is a virtual option for you. For $99, you can attend virtually. I know that we have team members in Canada who actually are not eligible to travel. They are not allowed. I also know that some of you guys who have jobs that you cannot leave because maybe if they still have quarantine policies in place, if you travel, I know that you're not able to do that. And there is no condemnation here. Okay, I will never downplay. You got to hear my heart. I will never downplay the impact of you being at conference in person. First of all, you'll never experience a hug like the hug from Tori Cuevas. And the snorts and the tears and everything that you're gonna get. But outside of that is I also know that there is an option for you guys who cannot, like there is no way that you can make it happen. You have got to eliminate the excuse of, hey, I can't be there in person, but I'm gonna be there virtually. And it's a $99 ticket. Here's what I encourage you to do. Have a freaking party. Okay, have a conference bash. Bring your girlfriends over, spend time watching the conference. If you even want to get dressed up and have some cocktails, do that. Make it fun, make it a celebration. But I don't want you to feel like, well, since I can't be there in person, it's not even worth plugging in to virtually. See, the reality is we will not, even though it might not be the same experience, we cannot come home and even communicate what will be experienced at conference. Okay, so either you're there in person or you're there virtually, but don't expect to get the Cliff Notes version of conference because it will not be the same. I mean, we're going to come home and I'm sure we're going to be on a high as freaking Mount Everest after we come home from conference, but it still will not be like as excited as I am to be speaking to you. Half of you, I promise, are probably thinking, okay, I get it. It's because you've never experienced what I've experienced, right? And so you don't know what I know. You haven't seen what I've seen, and that's what makes me so passionate about it. All right, so it's a non-negotiable. If you are building this business, you're doing one of two things. You're showing up to get the hug of your life, or you're showing up virtually and having the best time ever and gathering some girlfriends and getting all the goodies of what conference has to offer. Okay, and those of you who have jumped through hoops to be there, I am so proud of you. You are not going to regret it. I promise you, it is going to be an amazing decision for your future, 100%. And one other housekeeping thing is that a reminder is that this Thursday night, oh my gosh, in 3 more days, we are doing our very first business opportunity meeting in Spokane, Washington. And I get the pleasure of presenting this with Suhanna Jens and Aubrey Hibbs. The 3 of us are the guest presenters that night. And then Laura Hunter, the CEO and owner of this company, is going to be there sharing her vision, sharing her story of how Tori Belle was created. And here's what I want you to know. There can only be one first. And 16 months into this business, this gets to be my first in-person business opportunity meeting, of which I am freaking stoked out of my mind. Now, if you're not in the area, I'm not telling you to hop on a plane, although you're welcome to. But I am telling you, if you have any team members in the area that can drive within a 2 to 3 hour radius, the time span, okay? I did it all the time. You need to get on the phone and say, listen, this is an event that you do not want to miss. We're gonna have green mimosas in honor of St. Patty's Day. We're going to have fellowship and friendship and all the selfies that you can take with Miss Laura Hunter. And again, you get the Tori Cuevas hug. So I'm just preparing you now. But it's going to be amazing. So if you cannot make it, you really just have to look to see if you have team members within a 3 hour time span of driving range and encourage them to get in the room. Okay, that's what I wanted to tell you. Now, at 8:33, I can sit here and say, I'm done, or I can actually share the message that was downloaded into my heart, of which that's what I'm gonna. So you're just gonna have to deal with it. Amy, I know that you have a mask little celebration happening after this. You're just gonna have to wait, because my message tonight, I'm finally getting to the message, is the beauty of direct sales. And this is why I'm excited to share it, is because it was downloaded actually yesterday. When my husband and I were out, we were having lunch, and we were going through his phone, looking at some old pictures, and just an overwhelming nostalgia hit from looking at pictures of the past. And I probably maybe should have prepared, because I didn't bring any tissues, but I have been emotional ever since this happened. And those of you who don't know, most of you do, but those of you who don't, I've been in direct sales for 9 years now. And in 2019, the company that I'd been with was set for 7 years, completely changed its compensation plan, and we lost 99% of our income. We were unprepared. It was unexpected. And we literally had no idea how we were going to overcome the devastating loss that we had experienced. And tonight is not about that. And here's why. I looked back on the journey, and despite the financial devastation that we endured and are still overcoming to this day, because we're not out of the woods, even 16 months into this journey of Tori Belle, we still haven't completely climbed out of the mess that we were thrown into, and I'm not ashamed to say that. But here's what I want to share with you. If you've never been part of direct sales before, or if you are finding yourself calling Tori Belle your new home, I want you to just embrace what that means for you. And I speak on behalf of direct sales, the opportunity in general. And here's why. I never knew anything about direct sales. And oh my God, like, I already have the waterworks about to come. I never knew anything about selling. I was a coach in choreography for 10 years in a brick and mortar business that my husband and I ran together. And although I love that business, we found ourselves in a horrible financial situation that we needed a solution for. And when my baby sister introduced me to direct sales, and see, I don't care what company it is, you have to understand this right now. I was just literally just being given an opportunity. I was given a gift, and it happened to be in the form of direct sales. And with that company, it was a health and wellness company. And my sister had already experienced some type of success the 6 months prior of her saying yes. And I was very hesitant. I was very, I was very selfish and stubborn. And I was like, I don't want anything to do with this. And she was like, no, you don't understand. This can help you guys. Because she didn't know the depth of the situation that we were in, but she knew that we were struggling. She knew that circumstances had changed for us. And so she gave us a gift. And we simply made a decision to do something that we had never done before, which was share something that we fell in love with. And it was an amazing journey. For 7 years, it was the biggest blessing that we could have ever prayed for. And here's what I want you to understand, is that despite all of our income being taken away, some people might be pissed as hell because of what they did to them, right? For me, as I look back on the journey, It's like, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for the growth, the personal development and growth that happened within inside me, because I didn't know anything like that. I'm so grateful for the vision, because up until me ever being exposed to direct sales, I didn't have a vision, long-term vision, or a vision for a future. I was just living in the moment. I was just living in the how to get by day to day, of how to just pay the bills every single month. And I had never been challenged to think further than the moment that I was living in my current circumstances. I'd never been challenged before direct sales. I had also never experienced a type of growth personally and within my marriage by being impacted with other people, other leaders who were living the life and setting the example that I could follow. I never had that to look towards. I never had that to make an impact in my life. Even though I was a business owner, I never had any of that. I never had the ability to have a vision to work from home and raise my children and be their number one influence 24 hours a day. And for 7 years, my husband and I were the loudest voices that our children heard. And we have transformed our family dynamic because direct sales gave us an opportunity to work from home and raise our children from home. And our children are the most incredible children because of the time that we have been able to invest in them because of the opportunity of direct sales. And I am so grateful for the relationships that were formed through a direct sales opportunity. And last but not least is I'm so grateful that they took it. I'm grateful that they took our money. Because if they had not taken our finances, I would never have sought out another opportunity. And that opportunity that I discovered, that I was so blessed to be able to be gifted, was Tori Belle. And you guys have to understand that direct sales could be the solution that you have been looking for your entire life. You thought that it was just that your dream was to go and get educated and get a college degree and have thousands of dollars of student loan debt and then go get a 9-to-5 job that you capped out at a certain level. See, that was the thing is I went to 1 year of college. I never graduated college because I didn't have the money to go to college. So that was never my dream, because it was never going to be reality. But direct sales provided so much more than I could have ever even gained from what the average person's dream was, to get a college degree and then go work for somebody else to make them rich and get a solid paycheck. See, that would have been my dream if I had even had the money to go to college. But direct sales flipped everything for me. And it taught me how to dream. It taught me how to have a bigger vision for my life. It taught me how to be a better wife. It taught me how to be a better parent. It gave me the ability to pour everything that I wanted to into my children. And it led me into what I consider the biggest blessing. This business has not completely replaced the income that was taken, but it's done so much more than that. It has given me a tribe of women that I literally cannot live without. It has given me community and fellowship. It has given me an opportunity to gain my voice back, to have my confidence go from what was this to just like the giant mountaintop because of how it has made me feel from the inside out. That is what Tori Belle has given me. And so tonight, as I just share why direct sales, I want to put a ... why Tori Belle? Because direct sales in its right is so incredible and so amazing. But the ... why Tori Belle has taken that to the next level. Has taken it to the next level of giving me the ability to empower women, giving me the ability to make women feel beautiful from the outside in. There is something transformational that happens whenever they put this product on their face and they look inside the mirror and something shifts from the inside in a matter of seconds. That is something that is so powerful that nothing that I've ever been a part of has ever given me. And so as grateful as I am to the direct sales industry, to my past company, to everything that they did not take away from me despite my finances that were ripped out from underneath us, I cannot be upset for everything else that I gained, including Tori Belle, including all of you, including the ability to make an impact in women's lives, because women empowerment is why my heart beats. And encouragement and speaking life into every single one of you is one of my biggest passions that the Lord has given me. And so tonight I want to end with that, is that I want you to understand how amazing direct sales in general is, but even more so how amazing Tori Belle is, because you are able to expand all of that I gained in my previous company, a bigger vision, opportunity to change your financial circumstances. If you choose to be able to step away and build this as a full-time income and pour more time into your children, that opportunity is going to be there for you here. But in addition, the culture, the community, the fellowship, the women empowerment, the confidence that you are gaining within this company and within this culture is unmatched to anything that I've ever seen before. And I hope that you guys, when you go to bed tonight, just give thanks and praise our Savior above for the friend that was bold enough to share with you. And then I want you to start really doing a work within yourselves of how can I make an impact? Use me. Let me be the vessel. Let me bring this gift to the other women out there that are seeking and looking and praying for a solution. Use me to be that voice and to be that gift, because you have something so powerful. And as we celebrate, 20 months into this journey, 22 months as a company. I don't even think it's like 20 months as a company when we were founded. We literally are just scratching the surface of what's to come. So I pray that you are celebrating what you have been given, but I pray that you are excited about what's to come. And all you have to decide is, how many women can I bring alongside me and with me to make an impact within my four walls and within four walls of so many households nationwide. And of course, as we open the borders April 1st, worldwide. You guys have an obligation and a destiny and a calling to be able to step in and make a difference and an impact worldwide. I never had that opportunity to make an impact in my business. I mean, I changed lives, I changed children's lives, but I did not have this type of opportunity to change marriages, to change finances, to change destinies, and to change futures of families. And this is what all of you guys have been given, and all of you guys can step into and share confidently and boldly in the marketplace. So that's what my heart's desire was to share with you tonight, is that you guys have to understand the beauty of the gift that you have been given. You have to be grateful for everything that's involved in it, everything that can come about from it, the increased vision, the opportunity that you might never have had if you had not said yes to a direct sales model, and if you had not ever said yes to Tori Belle. And I don't ever want you to take for granted, despite the financial gain. And this is what I feel is so important, that we have to have a reflection of, despite the financial gain, of which is incredible, what other gifts are you being given by just being a part, by just having said yes? And how can you give that away? I encourage you to do it every single day. Give this gift away. Share the blessing of Tori Belle. Share your why of how this is impacting your life. And I promise you, you are going to see a shift in your business and a growth that you have never experienced. I pray blessings over every single one of your businesses. I know that 2021 is going to be a year of breakthrough for so many, and I cannot wait to celebrate every single one of your victories. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We will have an opportunity Zoom next Monday night to be able to invite your girlfriends to share Tori Belle with them, and continue sharing this gift. So thank you so much for joining. God bless every single one of you. Bye.